In Book 12 of the Odyssey, the hero-wanderer Odysseus must navigate his ship through a dangerous narrow strait. On one side sits the many-headed hydra Scylla, and on the other is the omnivorous whirlpool Charybdis. Odysseus opts to travel closer to Scylla, even though he knows he will lose some of his crew to her many jaws, because he doesn't want to risk the entire ship by navigating closer to the whirlpool. Scylla and Charybdis serve as an excellent metaphor of the landscape of instructional technology at many colleges and universities today. Many universities would like to put in place a system that serves all faculty needs, a single portal that allows faculty to order books, manage instructional grants, organize personal image collections, and set up a gradebook and submit grades, as well as includes all the tools people have come to expect from a course management system: a chat room, discussion forum, blog platform, podcast service, file sharing, and more. The problem from the user perspective is that while a single system may offer many tools, it typically offers only one form of each tool, one blogging platform, one type of discussion forum, one chat room tool. And because the focus is often on integration of these tools into the language of the larger system, rather than on developing top-notch tools, these individual tools themselves may be inferior to those available freely elsewhere online. As a teaching consultant for my university, my fear is that faculty will be sucked unwittingly into the maw of Charybdis without realizing the limitations and liabilities of such a system. They'll put technology before pedagogy simply because someone has told them they must use the system. On the other side of the straits of EdTech waits the hydra of the small pieces loosely joined approach. From the perspective of the IT folks, faculty members who choose to use a hand-picked selection of tools outside the university-provided course management system, for example WordPress, Flickr, Delicious, Bloglines, or YouTube, are courting disaster because they're using platforms that are not officially supported by the campus IT help desk. While some faculty are excited about the opportunity to try out new tools, the more technophobic or time-pressed among them feel overwhelmed by the huge variety of new media available to them. They don't know where to begin in selecting tools. It's not a coincidence that I've chosen Odysseus's harrowing trial by Hydra and Vortex as my metaphor for technological adoption at the university. Both the myth and the technology have a lot to do with fear. Fear on the part of technological and pedagogical support staff of not being able to adequately support faculty. Fear felt by both IT staff and faculty of fragmentation, of systems not talking to one another, or of a course's required content falling in the cracks between technologies. Fear of letting students create and share more of a course's content, and thereby set the tenor of the course than ever before. Fear felt by faculty that their course content will be monitored if they place everything into the CMS. From students and faculty, we also get fear in the form of imposter syndrome. Everyone is going to learn that I'm an idiot, that I can't figure out the technology, or I'll post something stupid that everyone will find laughable, and I won't be able to fix it. How can we get faculty to start playing around with some of these new tools, to see that there's not a single tool that improves students' ability to learn, that different students learn in different ways, and that it's okay to let students also play with the tools? In short, what happens if we unleash our curiosity, if we allow technology to be interesting rather than frustrating? What happens if we use technology to bring beauty into our students' lives, to let them see new details, to experience new textures? What if we provide our students with access to so much information that we overwhelm them, that they have to learn tactics to make that information useful to themselves and to their peers? They might even learn some cognitive skills. And along the way, they learn that they can contribute to and create knowledge that's going to be useful to other people. We might even discover, if we open our classroom doors to the world, that others take delight in finding what our students have been doing. Obviously, I'm an advocate for multiple tools and multiple voices. In the end, however, this question from the Odyssey, Scylla or Charybdis, is of course a false dichotomy. There are plenty of other choices: not to use technology at all, to use various tools as well as a campus's course management system, to ask students to present their completed projects using the tools that they find most useful within the context of their work. I'd like to see faculty and students, however, and not IT staff, making these kinds of decisions. What are your thoughts?